Hi everyone, Kilian here. I just want to show you a quick video of my Instax Bronica SQ-A tag because I couldn't find really so much on the internet that was covering this. It was always about the Pentax or some other medium format camera. So I thought I'll share with you what I came up with to make this work, and I really like the results. I can just show you some results here. This is just to show the sharpness, basically. I'm not sure how good this is in focus, but you can really read the letters on the dumpster there. Or what's really nice, what shows the bokeh you can get here. This was shot with 5.6 aperture, and yeah, nice blurry background and nice subject, nice colors. At least this is what the smartphone camera can pick up here, but it really worked quite well. And I'll just walk you through the problems I faced and the limitation it has. And this is a quite good picture to start this. So first of all, you can kind of make out the crop I have to work with. So this it's just here on the right. There's a larger crop, and then there's a black black border on the top. The rest is completely true to the frame of the Polaroid. Here you can see it as well. And this is of course due to the fact that the Polaroid Square is 62 by 62, and the sensor size is 55.5 times 55.5. But if you measure it directly, I think you can get 57.3 times 57.3. So something in the range. It's always too small, and it's just about how you can fit it in there. And the only way I could realize it, I can do it. There's the overexposed picture of me. You can see it quite clearly where the borders are. There's a big one and there's a smaller one, so I couldn't get it centered, but I'm still quite happy with it. And also the next thing I noticed for this picture, I was focusing on the bowl here in the middle, and it turned out that it just focused on the tomatoes there. I hope you can see it. That's the one in focus. So this is due to the fact that I wasn't able to get it quite right to the distance to the film. I sanded it down, I'll just show you in a second whatever was possible to do it, and I think I missed it by maybe 0.5 millimeter or something, which is, I think, quite enough to put this off like this. And I thought that's the end of it. That's not possible, because there should be one space. I'm not sure how the optics work, but there should be one space where you can focus on. But it turned out that if you just pull the focus ring like 1 centimeter further away, so you push the focus 1 centimeter, to the back, the focus is where you want to have it. So that's an easy fix. It's also not as laborious as you think. Because it's already a manual camera, so you of course it slows you down. You have to take care of your steps, but it was quite easy really to take this picture. And the higher the aperture, of course, of the camera, the easier it is to get it right, to get the focus right. So when you have a subject quite close to you, let's say at 80 centimeters away, just this turn will make it sharp. But the same is if it's 3 meters away, the same turn like this will also make it sharp. But the error, the margin of error is bigger the larger the aperture. Yeah. So what else is there I can think of? So the other problem is, you can see here, it's such a tight fit, you can't really crank all the way. I did manage to flip the lever, but you can also flip it. But you have to pump you have to pump the mirror up. I can just show you how this looks when I take a picture. Yeah, I'll just also have a magazine with developed film in here, so I don't have to waste any film. This was already shot, so it will come out already developed. So I'll just walk you quickly through the routine before then disassemble this and show you how this works. So this is also quite a small fit. So this is your waist level finder. You you focus, as I just said. Then you take out the security thing here, and then you take your picture. And then you turn on the camera here on the back and push the button here, and it gives you out the picture, which was a blurry test piece I did like the other 10. And then you have to turn off the camera again. And now the next problem with the camera is, because I disabled the flash, I took the flash out, and I also took the capacitor out that drives the flash, because it there was no space in there, and also don't need it, and I was afraid of light leaks when the flash always goes off, and of course the camera the battery life is better. So you know, I ripped that out, and this is why the camera only wants to eject the dark slide, which it thinks is on the beginning of the pack. So every time I want to take another picture, there is one here is a little switch here, which is driven by this little nose. And what I will do next is I will, you know, wire a switch here and get rid of all the routine I have to do. Because what I have to do between shots is to open the back door just slightly, just like this. And there will be no problems with light leaks. I checked this. This is not a problem. It's just inconvenient. And you close it again, and you can turn it on again. You flip up your waist level finder. You pump the mirror back up. Yeah. So by now, I think some people basically stop watching because it's too much for them. You take a picture again. You eject the picture again, and that's it. Yeah, there's a second try I did. Hopefully it's in focus, where I then managed to also get the bowl a bit better in focus. But this was just also a test shot I did. And yeah, this is something where I realized that I can really fix the focus issue. Yeah, and then of course, yeah, camera. You can turn the camera off again, and you just close the door again, and then you can go again. Why? There's a switch here. I forgot to mention this, of course. The original camera had the switch on the lens. If you turn the lens, it will go on and off. And I wired this to here where the viewfinder was, and I made this little switch here. I paid 75 euros for the SQ1. I couldn't find the SQ6. Most of the tutorials I saw online was about how to hack the SQ6 to fit a medium format camera. Here in Europe and in Germany, I think it's the SQ1 is a bit more common. And also I used the original Polaroid back of the SQ-A. Just for the fitting, and this little thing was also here, which fit the viewfinder quite nicely. So I think that's a nice little gimmick. It looks like it's somewhat a accessory that belongs to the camera. Let me just pump the mirror back up, and then let's show you. I'll show you the next problematic thing to get this back off again, which is you have to push that lever here, of course, which is not so convenient. You have to go like this, and then it slides back, and you can detach it. And here you can really see what happened inside here. This is the thing I took off the Polaroid back of the other camera. Let me take out the film, and you can also see here that this is this is where the crop is coming from the side here. And I had to get rid of so many plastic here. There was so many plastic in the way, the mounting of the lens. It was really a pain with cutters and whatnot to really get that stuff away, and also of course to get the housing right. It was so much fitting and chopping that stuff away again. And also the reason why I couldn't get it any more centered was because here the motor was in the way of this thing here, or this one. So that was the end of it. I couldn't really move the motor because of the gear here, without really, causing more problems than I was closer to the solution. And the platine, the the board was up top here, and it was also not possible to stay there. So because I could take the capacitor out, please be careful with this. It's really high voltage. I could store the board here and just wire everything to the board again. I also took out the flash, which was here, and this allowed me to make a little cut into the board, which just was enough to poke something through to operate the release button. So this was close to not being able to work, but whenever it was really close, there was something that just fell into place. So I kept on going. Yeah, I also sawed the flash in half, which is nice because now you can still see the LED. It has a new purpose now, which is nice. The LED was here. I painted it black from the inside just to avoid any light leaks. But I don't have any problems with light leaks whatsoever. So there's really no issue at all, which is great. And yeah, this is basically how I was able to attach it. And one last thing, I just mentioned the problem is because the flash is disabled, the camera only wants to eject the blind slide. So the first slide of the roll, which is usually this thing here, I think it will eject this without flash. So I also have to trick the camera always in thinking it's the dark slide again. Therefore, this is a bit the workaround I have to do with opening the shutter and close it again. I took the switch also from the original Polaroid bag that I got from eBay for 30 bucks, I think, because there are no films around anymore, really. I think besides old stock or some really expensive retrofit stuff, it's quite cheap to get, and you get a very nice fitting here, but I also had to glue it. I couldn't use the screws because the screws were too long, so this is all glued to the plastic of the camera. It's all sanded from behind because there's also no backslide capability anymore. You can't really use it here. Here it might be possible, of course, but the board is in the way. Here it's not possible because of the motor. So that's something I lost, but I'm quite fine with just shooting the whole pack and then detach it after I took 10 pictures. Or just detach it in a dark room bag or whatever you have on the hand, because it's also quite well protected in this thing. So whenever you take it out somewhere and you just put it in a dark box, I didn't really experience any light leaks with the next picture I took. Yeah, and also this thing also came off the Polaroid bag, but at the end I really just sawed with the saw. I took this off. I used this one, and I used the switch just because it was there, and that's it basically. Yeah, I'll try to answer some questions that you have in the comments. Let me know what you think of this design, what can be improved, and yeah, looking forward to your comments and what else you think. And have a great day. Cheers.